Specifically, we're reviewing Arbonne's 30 Days to a Healthy Living program. You want to stick around until the end because we uncovered many physical and emotional gotchas that you should think carefully before going into it. By the end of this video, you'll know facts from hype and be armed with decision as to what to do with Arbonne's program. Hi, Lucy here, nutritionist at CoachViva.com, the place for analytical thinkers who refuse to hide from the facts or cave to excuses. If that's you, subscribe to our channel or hit the bell icon to be notified every week of new science-backed and practical videos to help you lose weight on your terms. Also, heads up, a few spots have opened for the free one-to-one consult for our Badass Body Loss program, so stick until the end for the announcement on that. Now my co-coach Richa will get us started.
So how does it work and does it cause weight loss? Okay, so there are a series of 7 steps they tell you to do, but really all of it can be divided into 2 categories. First category, the specific stuff. This is your daily eating regimen. You are to eat every 4 hours, of which 2 of your meals are supposed to be Arbonne shakes. There are 13 Arbonne supplements you take alongside it, and your last meal has 2 rules. 1. Balance it as 1/8 carbs, 1/4 lean protein, half veggies, and 1/8 fruits. 2. They have an extensive don't eat list, which includes alcohol, coffee, dairy, wheat, gluten, soy, except organic non-GMO tempeh, and artificial sweeteners. The second category is stuff you probably already know and is quite general. It's stuff like move more than before, doesn't have to be a specific exercise, sleep 7 to 9 hours, and lower stress. Track your consistency. This is how it causes weight loss for you. First, replacing 2 meals with Arbonne shakes equals about 650 calories. That leaves you more than 550 calories at minimum for your last meal. And on top of that, if you're following their avoid list, it is going to be very hard for you to eat above your maintenance calories. Second, some of the supplements have ingredients that cause appetite suppression. This is necessary to make the program work because without it, your body would be making you ravenous at only 650 or 1,000 calories and you'd overeat. So ultimately, you're losing weight because you're in a severe deficit. And the avoid list as well as the appetite suppressants help you stay in that severe deficit. Now, Lucy will cover if it is safe and healthy for you.
We must look at safety and health in 2 dimensions. Physical and emotional. Let's start with physical safety and health. If you do the program for just 30 days and are generally healthy, you'll probably come out of it physically fine. And if you adhere to it, like Richa said, you will be in a severe calorie deficit, so you will also likely lose lots of weight by the end of it. Now that said, there are physical health gotchas to watch for. The first gotcha is you may be super happy to see rapid weight loss, but how do you know if that weight you lost isn't much more than 50% muscle? That's a bad idea because it means that if you went back to literally eating exactly like you were before you went on the program, you'll gain weight because your resting metabolism has dropped due to that muscle loss. If you choose to pursue the program, I recommend you track weekly that you're losing more fat mass than lean mass every week, using the body fat calculator, and that's linked in the description below. Now, the second physical gotcha is we don't really know what's in the supplements. While some product lines were verified by a third party to check if the ingredients on the label were actually the only ones in the supplement, there are numerous supplements you'll be taking that haven't been verified. What are the long-term effects of these supplements? Well, we don't know. It could be fine or it could be a risk, like several studies on Herbalife have found. I am not saying that Arbonne has the same issues, but I am saying to consider if that is a risk that you are willing to take. Now, the third physical gotcha is that appetite suppressants numb you to your own satiety signals. Now, this may seem like a great benefit in the short term, but back up. If the goal is to finally be independent and manage your weight, you need to learn how to listen to your hunger signals. This is removing the opportunity for you to learn how to read your body and manage it. Physical gotcha is if you got into this for the reset, as they advertise, this is not a well-implemented elimination diet. It removes entire foods all at once and then doesn't give a plan on how to reintroduce them. There are several problems with this approach. So the first problem is because you're reintroducing everything at once, you can't tease apart the cause and effect. So you'll have no clue which foods you're sensitive to, or maybe you aren't sensitive to any of them. And the second problem leads to the first emotional gotcha, which is the elimination of foods makes you think all foods in the avoid list are bad for you, when you have no clue if they are. Unless you have a diagnosed condition, your body is probably perfectly fine with all the foods on the avoid list when consumed in moderation. The second emotional gotcha is you start misattributing feeling better during the first 30 days to the supplements and shakes. Was it it because of them, or was it because you cut out the junk food from your diet? And even if you hadn't taken any of their products, you still would have felt the benefits. Essentially, many of the physical and emotional gotchas are building up to eroding your confidence to lose and maintain weight outside of the program. Like if you lose muscle, you'll find keeping weight off harder off the program and turn back to the last thing that worked, which is the program itself. If you believe the supplements are necessary weight loss ingredients despite there being no proof, you'll continue purchasing them, of course. For example, their body cleanse claims to detoxify your body when there is no proof it does anything beyond what your body naturally already does. Similarly, there is a claim to rev up your metabolism through their metabolism support supplement, but no study to further prove it. Furthermore, all of the nutrients in their supplements can be gotten from whole foods. A few examples: zinc through meat, fish, and fortified cereals, chromium through broccoli, whole grains, and red wine, magnesium through spinach, almonds, and legumes. And if you keep suppressing your appetite, you have lost connection between your body and mind, producing further reliance on the program to keep suppressing your appetite and lose weight. If you think you are sensitive to the foods on the avoid list, then you'll cut out foods even off the list that have been shown to support weight loss, like whole grains and soy. This further makes it hard to keep weight off when off of the program. And if you believe you felt better while on the 30-day program without having actually teased it apart, if it was purely because you cut back on your usual junk foods, then you'll continue to believe that you need the program in order to keep losing weight. So to summarize, yes, it is overall physically safe for the short term if you're in general good health, but there are many physical, emotional gotchas. The biggest of which is you're eroding your self-confidence to lose weight outside of the program.
The real question is, what is your goal? If it is to lose weight for the short term, like for a wedding or an event, you're probably going to be fine doing Arbonne's 30-day program. But if your goal is to lose weight and keep it off for life, and you still want to do Arbonne, then you need to go in with a transition plan. You can use Arbonne as training wheels to bring structure into your life and then try to transition off it gradually. You could, for example, start with exactly their plan of replacing 2 of your meals with their shakes. So you only need to meal plan for your other 1 to 2 meals. You can follow their plate balance guidelines or the more balanced half a plate veggies, 1/4 plate lean protein, and 1/4 whole grains plan. And then once you get into the groove of planning your meals, expand to meal planning 1 more meal and then 2 more until you're off Arbonne. And as Lucy said earlier, track your fat mass and lean mass weekly so you know you're not losing a bunch of muscle. Or if you want long-term weight loss and want my help working through all of this, check out our Badass Body Boss program. The program is built for you if you, 1, value learning in depth the science and psychology behind the entire process, 2, believe that weight loss need not be so complicated, that each method out there works for someone at some stage, and that you just need a clear plan to finding your methods for your stage, and 3, are excited by the idea of working in a collaborative fashion with us to build your customized, sustainable roadmap to lifelong success. If that's you, good news. A few spots have opened up for a free one-to-one consultation call with us. Note, this is not a coaching call, and that booking a call does not guarantee you'll be admitted into our program. So if you're serious, click on the link in the description below to book a one-to-one consultation call for our Badass Body Boss program. And if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, be sure to subscribe or follow us on Instagram, and share this video with whoever else you think could use this information. And be sure to check out these 2 videos to learn how to lose fat and gain muscle like a body boss. You can do it!